All right, we are just learning, actually Charlie Gasparino was the first to report this on Fox Business, which if you don't get, you should demand, that Ken Langone, a big supporter of Chris Christie, is now throwing his weight and influence and money behind Ohio Governor John Kasich, the man who placed a very strong second in the New Hampshire primary just a couple of days ago. To the governor, joins us now on a bus somewhere in South Carolina, Ohio Governor John Kasich.
I'm on my bus.
Congratulations.
I don't know where. I know I'm heading somewhere, but I don't know where. But I want you to know I'm enjoying it because I'm watching the AT&T Pebble Beach golf tournament on my bus. It's great.
Well, wait a minute, Governor. You're watching a golf tournament and not Fox?
Well, I taped everything with Fox. I'll be watching it tonight.
Very good. That's brilliant. You know, you can only tell you're getting the gravitas of a big-wig candidate now. You're wiggling now. But in all seriousness, congratulations on the Ken Langone thing. That's a big get because the concern was after your strong showing in New Hampshire, Governor, that you needed money. The campaign needed more money, certainly, to spread the wealth and take the message to the South. Do you feel comfortable now you're on your way for that?
Well, I don't know the numbers, Neil, but look, I mean, I always say this, but you and I have been friends for a long time, really. We're just going to let it all kind of happen. It's either going to happen or it's not. I'm not about to get uptight and start sitting in an accounting room counting all my money. And yeah, I think we're clearly doing better. We're raising a lot of money online. People really like the election night speech, and if people haven't seen it, I wish they'd go on my website to take a look at it. I heard everybody said it was different, so maybe they could take a look at it. And yeah, you know, Neil, look, the key now is we had 60 RSVPs for an event yesterday. We had like 400 people show up. So, you know, if you get all rattled and worked up about all this, you can lose yourself, and I'm not going to lose myself. I'm going to try hard not to. Say my prayers, keep things in perspective, and, you know, life's going to go on one way or the other, right? I mean, that's the way I think I want to be, and I'm going to be that way.
Well, good for you, but what happened to the 340 others? Did you kick them out?
Well, they had people standing outside, and they put stickers up so they could hear it. But, I mean, it just shows you how things change so quickly. It was sort of like when I was running Heartland on Fox, and we went from 8 viewers to 10. You know, it was really amazing.
Yeah, I remember O'Reilly was so jealous of you. Remember that? It just seems like yesterday. Governor, do you get a sense, though, that, you know, there was a sense, all right, he put all his marbles, that was the argument with you, put all your marbles in New Hampshire, turned out okay, but that now you emerge the next morning to look around, I don't really have a ground game in these states, and that you're not ready.
Neil,
do you?
All you guys say these things and you don't know. I mean,
do you?
Look, no, I mean, of course we have people in South Carolina. I didn't have all my marbles in New Hampshire. You have people on the ground down here. I got people in Nevada. You got people working in Mississippi. I got people
Do you have enough? Do you have enough? Because it looks like Ted Cruz is steep there. You got Jeb Bush steep there. You got Marco Rubio steep there. You're not as steep there. That's what I hear.
Well, you know, that's the people telling you what they want you to hear. That doesn't mean it's true.
Oh, okay.
If you understand, in these campaigns, people figure out many different ways to bash you, to make themselves look good.
Speaking of bashing you, how are you going to deal with that now that you're an emerging threat now in this system the way it is?
Yeah.
And you know how it goes. You remember what happened to Ted Cruz. You saw what happened to Marco Rubio. But you're next.
Okay, well, I mean, whatever comes, we'll try to deal with. You know, I'm not going to be a pincushion. But I'm not going to be a pincushion, but I'm going to try to stay positive, Neil. I mean, that's what I did in New Hampshire. They spent millions and millions of dollars against me. Nobody thought I'd get out of there. No one thought I'd ever get there.
True enough.
Now I'm in South Carolina. Now, look, I mean, the problem we have here, to be honest with you, is the level of enthusiasm is greater than our ability to absorb it. But the troops are coming. We don't, you know, we're scrappy. I can't tell you what we're going to do here, but we're moving on.
All right. Well, you might have heard.
Moving on.
Now, I know you were busy watching the Golf Channel, so you probably missed an interview I had earlier with, you know, a couple of folks who are saying they see this going all the way to Cleveland without a nominee. And a Marco Rubio person saying much the same thing. We could see getting to the convention. We don't have a nominee. What do you make of that?
I think we'll have a nominee. I mean, I don't think there'll be a brokered convention. But if there is, wouldn't that be cool? I'd be in Cleveland. I mean, Neil, it could get really interesting, right? But I think we'll have a nominee. I think this will get sorted out, and it's going to come fast because you got Super Tuesday, you got to go to the Midwest, and the key is for us, in all seriousness, is I'm being honest with you, Neil. I think that when you suddenly have good fortune, and I want to tell you how much I love the people, obviously, of New Hampshire and the volunteers. Just, stay focused, stay centered. I mean, don't be having your head turned. I mean, that. It's just really good advice. And we're going to just keep raising the money and keep working and hopefully take this thing all the way through Ohio. That's what we expect to do. We don't expect to, stop. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If it were Donald Trump and keeps the momentum, would you be open if he asked to be his running mate?
I'm going to probably be the nominee.
Okay, so would you ask Donald Trump? Would you ask Donald Trump to be yours?
I would prefer Cavuto because you could go down there to Washington. You could fix those regulations like I want to get done. You could get in there and make sure you'd whip the Congress because we played replays of when we thought we were going to have a government shutdown. And
right.
I mean,
you got Ken Langone, so you're well on your way with the Italian representation. Well, Governor,
I agree.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, did you see John Roberts does a dead-on imitation of you? If you catch up with him and you want to kick him off your bus in the future, you got to see it. It's off the charts.
I was just talking to one of your lovely producers, and she said that he didn't do as good an imitation of me as I do of me.
All right, well, argue with him.
Hey,
well,
can I want
Governor,
to say one
thank
other
you
thing?
very much.
Neil, can I say one other thing?
We're out of time, but Governor, thank you very much.